you doing, guys? I'm Chad. I'm with Nola Shop Norway. Today I'll be giving a review on a product that I rated as 5 stars and the reasons why I rated it as 5 stars. So if you want to see the product in real life and it'll help you with your shopping decision, just stay tuned and continue watching. Thank you. So today I'll be reviewing the VILTROX 85mm F1.8, and surprise, I give this one 5 stars, and I'll get into that in just a minute. And you can see how much blur that has on that lens, and it's an autofocus. It's autofocusing right now. This is quite surprisingly one of my favorite lenses that I've ever purchased. And like I said, I gave it 5 stars, right? It's not a Sony native lens, and it's not a particularly known brand. VILTROX, I mean, it's not a Sigma or a Tamron, and it's definitely not a native Sony lens, right? So yeah, so you're thinking like, oh, VILTROX, like, what is that? Like, it can't be a great lens, but lo and behold, it's 5 stars for 3 reasons. The focal length, for one. It's an 85mm, which is between that and my 100. Like, I have a Minolta 100 macro, which is my favorite portrait lens, but it doesn't have autofocus. This lens has autofocus. It's a third-party lens that has super accurate autofocus, so it functions well with the camera's AI. So I mean, I have no issues. I have no issues with the autofocus. It doesn't make noise. It's very accurate. So like I said, this is one of my favorite lenses that I've ever purchased because it's a 85mm f1.8 prime autofocus lens. Like, this brand new. This lens is $400. I think I got it less than $400. Some kind of coupon that I had with Amazon. I got it for like $370 or whatever it was. But I mean, and this is a great portrait lens. Like, background disappears. The background just disappears, and you get really sharp. I mean, the sharpness of it. Now, the colors are not really Sony colors, but I still love them. Like, it's actually really skin softening, and the colors aren't too contrasty, which in post-production I can get the look that I want, but the look that comes straight out of this lens at the camera is still pretty good, especially if you're going for that style and you get used to it, you know it. Like I said, it functions well, it autofocuses well, it's super sharp. The depth of field is great on it. I mean, like I said, it's bright, it's 1.8, so I mean, and like I said, the autofocus for this portrait lens at this price, and I shoot this manually, but I mean, you can still get autofocus. And I'm doing weddings. I mean, this lens is on my second camera when I'm at weddings. If I want to get really intimate, I really want like the couple's portraits and the background to be pretty much disappear, this is the lens that I'm shooting on right here, and it autofocuses. So they're moving around and it still catches them. I continuously autofocus, and it still gets like a really, really good sharp shot of my subject. This is the reason why I love this lens, because it does not cost me. And if anybody knows, if you've seen any of my other reviews, it's all about affordability. And like I said, it has good build quality. I mean, it's plastic, but it's a very sturdy plastic, and it feels really good. I mean, the focus ring, I mean, it's big and smooth. Look at that focus ring on there. And it's smooth, man. It's buttery. This is a great lens. I mean, it's good glass on there. I mean, it's just, and it's a pretty lens. I mean, look at how nice it looks. It's just very smooth. Doesn't have all the extra bells and whistles like, stabilization or, autofocus switch on it. But why do you need that? I shoot this lens manual most of the time. Like, if I'm in studio, this is what I use this for. This is my portrait lens in studio. But it's my second body lens. So, if I really want to get a stylized look for my portraits, this is the one. And I shoot in autofocus when I'm doing that. So it's just, this is why this is a 5-star lens, because I know it's third-party lens, and it's not a name that we know, but this is VILTROX. It's really good. You know, I've had Sigma 85mm. I've had a Tamron 85mm, Rokinon. This one beats them all in image quality, and all of those lenses for the same price or a little bit more were manual focus only lenses, and this one has an autofocus feature. And like I said, it works really well with my Sony bodies. I mean, it's just, like I said, 5-star review. It's my favorite lens purchase because I didn't expect anything of this. I just saw it at a certain price. I'm like, let me try it out. It's autofocus. I got it for the autofocus, right? For the price. And I mean, I got rid of like my Rokinon and my Sigma 85mm because this one is so good. Yeah, so 5 stars. If you don't have it, if you can afford to just play around with it, and I would suggest you order it. And you can use the Amazon return if it doesn't work out for you. So I would recommend getting this lens for any Sony mirrorless body user. The VILTROX 85mm F1.8. Get the second generation. I think the 1.82. So yeah, see that on there. Yeah, get that one. Yeah, because it's really good. So I would suggest y'all try this lens out. It's one of my favorites.